Welcome to Between the Mics podcast, where we will talk about anything and everything. Who knows? We might talk about sports games that we're watching, what's going on in our lives outside of podcasting and streaming, motivational things that we want to share, the live streaming that we're doing, the games that we're playing, and who knows, probably some tech. But all I know is that there will be lots of laughs and great stories told. Between the Mics, you have myself, known as the Awesome Dado Online, or you can just call me Mike, and my co-host, known as Flinty Dog Online, or you can call him AJ. We appreciate and are excited to have you here and joining us and listening to us as we take you through our chaotic mayhem of thoughts between the mics.
We're well aware that you have no trains of thought because it's always like a rabbit hole with you.
I mean, it's just nothing but the gutter.
it's just full of nonsense. But gang, welcome on into Between the Mics podcast. I'm excited. Are you excited today?
I'm always excited, but I'm extra excited today.
I know. We have a very special guest with us today. But before we get to him, we were talking the other day, and I'm gonna put you on blast. Mm-hmm. There's a group text message now that happens between myself, the wife, and this guy right here. And I know she's listening because that's what she does because she loves me. He's a liar. He's using a Temu Zen, and I'm calling him out on it right now.
I am. I talk some mad shit about these, and I'm trying to be polite to our guests and not have my spit bottle the whole time. So, like,
where was that respect for me for 15 years? I had to get your
You're
shit
the one
out
who
of my
started me on this.
Oh, here we go.
The camel snus hiding in the back of freaking you-know-whose class.
I'm an angel child. I don't know what you're talking about.
You are so full of shit. Oh, man. Don't let him lie to you.
Listen, I'm a good influence, damn it, okay?
I think the only good influence is what Xbox did to our guest. That's all I have to say, because reading some of the intro notes and everything like that, I have a lot of questions on that.
Oh. And speaking of that, we'll bring him in. I think you heard him chuckle a little bit there because we're a bunch of fucking idiots. But you might know him as NoelDad77 on the Twitch and the YouTubes, if I'm not mistaken. But welcome on in, James, or NoelDad. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. We're happy to have you here. Thank you for coming in and spending your time with us as we get to learn a little bit more about you.
All right. I'm happy to be here.
Sweet. So, like AJ mentioned, we were going through the notes, and if you, as a listener, are interested in becoming a guest on the podcast, Noel, what would you say? How difficult was filling out the form to become a guest?
Well, you sent it to me in November, and I didn't get to it till like March.
That's on you, homie, not on me.
Yeah, I mean, yes. That doesn't really speak to the degree of difficulty. No, it was not difficult at all. Once I figured, I'm not very tech savvy when it comes to even sometimes simple things like that, but I got it figured out.
Sure. So if you're interested, you heard it from our guest here. It's not that difficult to become a part of the family. All of our guests are still in our guest chat inside of our Discord for the podcast, which is super cool because they see new guests coming, and Ramon came out of hiding. I haven't seen Ramon for months, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Ramon!
Yeah, I know. I honestly thought he forgot who we were.
He's been busy, is what I'm hearing, so good for him, but we love having people here and love learning about what you do and who you are and a little bit behind, the gamer that we all get to see online, right? So we were reading some notes, like we mentioned. Tell us about your life in gaming. Where did it start? What was the first console? I know...
Like, what gave you that passion?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit older than you guys, so it was the original Nintendo. And there's actually a story about how... we found out we were getting a Nintendo. So I have an older sister and a younger brother. So,
sure.
I don't remember whose idea it was, but one of us discovered something in our parents' closet And so, a gaming console in our parents' closet. Let me clarify that. And
I was going to say, we got a whole line of questions.
I mean, we're not going down there. And I think it was probably my brother, because my brother's a little bit more mischievous than my sister and I.
Okay.
So he probably opened it up a little bit just to see what it was, and then made sure it was. But we ended up getting caught.
No.
but we got it anyway. So Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt. My dad was in law enforcement, so he was excellent at Duck Hunt.
Sure. I remember that game.
Until we figured out that if you had the controller, you could make the ducks, fly away or fly in different directions and make it difficult on the.
Hold on, I am almost 31 years old and I'm just now figuring that
You
out.
didn't know that?
Hot take.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, you're telling me somebody like player 2 could be controlling the ducks?
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, you could make them fly in different directions and stuff.
All right, I'm buying a Nintendo.
What the fuck?
I used to get so mad at that game. It's not even.
Oh, I did too. It was horrible. And then the dog comes up and laughs at you when you miss two shots.
Yeah, I was trying to shoot the dog.
Stupid fucking dog.
And then we got into duck hunting in real life, and then we couldn't shoot the dog. But
Well,
Yeah.
You probably didn't want to do that if you ever want to see another duck.
you're right.
What the
So,
hell?
yeah.
I'm still blown away. I'm sorry. My
Leave it
whole
to the young
childhood.
bucks to be like, what?
So from there, the NES. Let's see. So that was in the mid '80s. Let's see. From there, fast forward to, I guess I was in my. Let's see. I was in my early 20s, and my brother has always stuck with the kind of the Nintendo line, but
Sure.
I've branched off to. I had a PS1, which was like the small, almost looked like a compact disc player.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I had one of those, and got into like the NHL games, and there was like a police. What was that? World's Wildest Police Chases.
Oh, I remember that game.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I just remember playing like Supercross on it. On the-
Supercross.
Yeah, it was a motocross, like dirt bikes, bunch of dirt
yeah.
ramps and everything.
Yeah, I never played that, but then from that it was like a Nintendo 64, and eventually GoldenEye, NHL 99. I'm a big sports fan, so NHL 99 was my shit back in the early or the late 90s,
Okay.
and then from there it was on to Xbox, One and or 360, and then the One, and I have a Series X sitting behind me in front of the television. So
Yeah, my I grew up with like the original Nintendo, like the actual like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like cartridge and everything like that
yes.
at my grandparents, and then we had the Nintendo 64. And me and my cousin would beat the ever living shit out of each other whenever like one of us would beat each other in GoldenEye or something. But
Actual tussles out back.
oh no, it was right there in the bedroom, man. There's been a couple of times where like how like the Nintendo 64 had like the three prong controller,
oh yeah.
and yeah, the couple of them were kind of snapped because like he'd hit me or I'd hit him with them. It got bloody, man.
You always chose violence.
Violence chose me. Okay,
Oh, is that what it is? Is that
Yes.
Okay.
I am a calm, cool, and collected person.
Right. Anyway, so you went to Xbox. Did you ever play? I remember the police chase game that you mentioned. There's a game that I wish that they would remake. It was True Crime or something like that, where you were an undercover cop. It might have been on PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. I was always a PlayStation guy until recently. But there's some of those old games. I think I mentioned it an episode or two ago, but like Driver and Driver 2, I miss those type of games. Remake that in Real Engine 5. Stop doing the other stuff.
Yeah.
I agree.
So what kind of kept you away from Sony? Is it just because like you just kind of stuck with Xbox?
I did. I just stuck with Xbox. Now, when I was, I was in my early 20s. I had kind of a a friend of a friend who had a PlayStation. He was a stoner, so we would go to his apartment and play Gran Turismo 2,
Okay.
I think it was. And he was a stoner, so he was always focused, and I am not. And he always told me how amazed he was at my driving skills in that game, because that's
mesmerized him.
it's kind of my thing. Just I'm able to focus on things like that, but but as far as PlayStation, I just
stuck with Xbox.
I just stuck with Xbox.
Yeah,
I
that's
felt
basically
the same way. I felt the same way. I just stuck with Sony, and he was one of my friends. My other neighbor had a Xbox, but he was always at my house, so like he was the only friend that I had that had an Xbox. All the rest of us were PlayStation kids.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm like, it's so much better, and
I felt like a weird bear claw trying to play that thing, man.
What do you mean? It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
No,
Oh, that's the new one, isn't it?
It is the new
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
That's not the old one. That was.
Oh, they're back there. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't want
like
to give people free.
I like my everything's right where I need it to
I don't
be.
think this will show up on the screen because it's green, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
look at that.
shows up fine. Yeah.
I got one of those too. Okay.
Well, this is it's got a spot for a battery, which I've got sitting also green right here. So, but the cover doesn't fit over the battery, so whenever I'm sitting on the couch playing the Xbox, I've got to take the cover off and all that. But
Yeah, I like so what's some of the games that you played on 360?
oh god, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5. Once we figured out that you could play Vice City on there, we played Vice City on there. My younger son still has a 360, and he plays. Oh, we played like all kind of sports games, like the college basketball, and let's see what else was on there. There was some college football, but like the baseball games and stuff were better on the original Xbox to me.
Okay. Yeah, because like I played a lot of like the original Star Wars Battlefront on like the original Xbox.
Oh wow!
And then what was the Commando? I think it was like the Commando where you were like the Bad Batch of clones. Mm-hmm. They had that for original. I'm more of a shooter type of style, where I play farming sim every now and again.
I'm terrible at shooter games. I'm terrible at now. If you give me Fallout, I can play that.
Oh, dude, I love Fallout.
He's a Fallout nerd.
Yep, me too. Me too, absolutely.
Did you catch the Amazon Prime series of it?
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for
Absolutely.
more of it to come out.
Yep.
I've never-
Next year, I think, like late next year, I think it's not going to be till then.
Yeah, but still, I can't wait for them to actually like reboot and actually keep going.
I hope it's a lot quicker. They put the next episodes a lot closer together, because spacing them out for 2 years, no man, that's
You lose
gonna
interest
kill
that
it.
way.
Yeah.
You don't keep your momentum going.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten into it, because it's more of a kind of a chill, laid back up until like you do some of the missions and stuff.
Me?
Yeah.
I've tried it. Remember, you and I played it once, and it might have just been the one game. Whatever.
76. The multiplayer's not that good.
no, go back to Fallout 3 if you can handle the bad. It looks terrible, but now.
Sure,
but,
right.
Like I didn't think I was gonna like Fallout until you go through the first part and you get out of the vault, and then just it was incredible.
You have free reign to do whatever
Yeah.
you want, technically.
And the developers of that game, just crazy. They got a sick, twisted mind, and I love it.
Oh yeah. It is, Fallout has its like funny ass perks. Like it's just there's just a lot of comedy in it. Like
Oh yes.
yeah, it's supposed to be like this wasteland, horrible shit happening, whatever. But there's a lot of comedy in it. Like New Vegas, hands down my favorite Fallout.
Yeah, I've recently, I even went and looked, like, we have used media stores here called The Exchange. I don't know, I mean, there's something similar across, right, the states, but I've gotten into the Assassin's Creed kick. Like, I was going to go back and get the entire catalog, start from the beginning. But I was too lazy to go searching all of the exchanges around Northeast Ohio to try to find all the games. So I've taken a step and just gone straight to Origins. And it's kind of probably what you guys are saying about Fallout. You should just have to dive into it, make it through a little bit, get past the monotonous do this, do that, do this, do that type of thing. And once you get a hang of it, you're like, oh, this is pretty sweet. Like,
Yeah.
I learned that, I'm watching the level up bar now and doing the side missions before I try to just go and do the main missions, because if not, you just get your ass kicked the entire time.
Right.
Yeah, something I'm not proud of, speaking of Assassin's Creed, I clocked 22 hours on Shadows.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
In like a day or like a weekend or?
In about, I think I have...
In about 22 hours straight.
No, about 4 days worth. Because I'm going through paramedic class and everything like that, because I work 48.96, so it depends on my schedule, but there was a day I think I played for probably 9 hours straight.
Hey, when Grocery Store Simulator came out last year, it was Labor Day weekend. I put in 40.6 hours in 3 days.
Holy
shit.
cow.
And the fun, there's some symmetry with it, because I bought the game on August 31st, and that was in 2024. That was the day. That was 30 years to the day when I started working at Publix.
Okay.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that till probably a month or two later.
Believe it or not, I was just at Publix yesterday.
So that
I knew you would know Publix because where you live. I'm not sure if Dado knows it or not.
I've heard of it. Luckily, I get to travel a lot for what I do for work, so I'm in and out of all kinds of places. But that takes me to a whole different question. Him and I talk about on the podcast all the time about doing a simulator that's similar to the line of work that we do. What is your take on that?
On Grocery Store Simulator? Because I don't work there anymore, but
Right.
I haven't worked there for 18 years. But
Okay.
But once like that first weekend, I was hooked after like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, this is freaking awesome. Like, you have to pretty much do everything, and I started when I was 17, so all I could do then was bag groceries and round up shopping carts. So that's pretty much what I did for about 6 months until I turned 18. After that, I stocked shelves. So
there's a whole new game series we can start, AJ. Let's do Grocery Cart Getter Simulator and turn that into something.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like, those simulator games are popping off.
Yeah.
Go look in Steam. There's 2,000, 5,000 simulator games. There's some seedy ones too. So just be careful that your wife or your girlfriend's not around when you're scrolling through them and like, oh shit, I didn't know you could do that as a simulator.
Download.
But also be careful downloading it, because if you add it to your Steam library, any one of your Steam friends is going to see it. Oh, Dado just downloaded, Prostitute Simulator.
It's for research for the podcast, okay? It's
I'll do it. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm very shameless. I don't care.
We'll just slide this little thing across the camera while we're playing. It's fine.
1080p.
Right.
How do I get the contrast better?
It's not like the old Leisure Suit Larry from the 80s.
Or the old pointy tit Laura Croft.
Cone boob Madonna from the 80s.
Does this come in VR?
It might. I don't know. It's compatible VR, like track IR.
Do they have the simulator seat for that? Because that would be great.
Oh. I don't think you want that.
Oh, I do.
Can you do a room setup of that, please? Explain that on YouTube about
Unpackaging.
prostitute simulators.
Something's getting unpacked for sure.
Like all your shit at a new house when you get kicked out.
Something's getting packed or unpacked. I don't know which one.
Good God.
Depends if you're the sender or the receiver.
This episode brought to you by Thrustmaster.
AdamandEve.com.
I actually have a Thrustmaster. I can't. Words are tough.
English, hello.
Don't worry, I feel your pain. It's fine.
The stick and the little throttle quadrant thing right here in front of me.
For flight sim? Nice.
Sure do. Terrible. I can take off. I can taxi and I can take off.
Same.
Landing.
Yeah, bing bong. It's gonna be rough, folks. Boom, 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 boom. That's how I land.
I've bounced my share of A320s. I can tell you that.
I am too autistic for that. Like, just sitting there, I will fall asleep at the freaking, whatever you want to call it, stick of the plane. I would just hear the engines just...
And the plane would just be going down.
Well, that's why you have autopilot.
Yeah.
It's the one streams that he always tells me. He goes, "Brother, I can't stick around. You're gonna put me to sleep."
Mm-hmm. That's why I stick to like flights that are under 2 hours.
Right. I do ones like I
just
know.
for my own sanity.
See, what would be cool if they did like Top Gun stuff with Flight Sim? I would get into that.
They did.
Wait, what?
They did.
Yeah.
Like F-16, F-35 stuff?
Like when Maverick came out 2 years. Was that 2 years ago now?
I think
2
so.
summers
Yeah.
ago. Yeah, they had a whole not DLC. Was it add-on update? Thank you, update for Flight Sim
Yeah.
with Top Gun.
Which pisses me off. Microsoft, listen. Okay, you got rid of the Top Gun. At least it's not on the front page. Somebody's gonna be like, "Dado, it's still there. You just need to know how to look for it." But you go on to Microsoft Flight Sim and it's Dune everything. Like Dune,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, give me the cool shit. Like
I've never seen Dune. I would
I
be
think
lost in 2 seconds.
I like the series. I think it's good, but not good enough to have Microsoft carry it like they are. I don't know. That's
Just like
my
Call
opinion.
of Duty.
Right.
Call of Duty's carrying the hell out of fucking Dune.
Give me the Vertibird from Fallout.
Yeah. See, that would be...
Then we're talking. I mean, they've got one in what's it called? In GTA 5.
Yeah.
The I don't remember what's called. The Avenger, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably not quite the same thing, but it's
close enough.
The same idea.
Yeah.
So.
It's like, come on, Microsoft, just give us the cool shit. Like, play the music in the background. Have you guys ever seen, like, on YouTube Shorts or Instagram or whatever, like the full flight sim guys that are doing the fighter jets? Like, they put the helmet on and it's like a VR and they built it in there. I'm like, that's fucking cool. I want that.
Yeah, they paid probably my salary for that.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, exactly. Probably mine too.
Yeah.
on top of yours.
I'm always texting Gabs like, "Hey, look at this." He's like, "Yeah, fuck off," because there's no way any of us can afford that.
Yeah, the normal folks can't afford that.
And I mean, that's like your whole life if that's what you have set up in your bedroom.
Wait, let me quickly go and cancel my flight sim rig that I was going to take over my entire house with.
Yeah, ding dong, it's Amazon delivering it. He's like, "Oh shit."
Is it too late to return this? do you do returns on the spot?
Right. You take this back. I ordered prostitute simulator. Prostitute. Shit, wrong one.
They were supposed to come to the door. It's
supposed to be in a discreet box.
Why does it have dicks all over the outside of it? I don't understand this. What's going on here?
Weird.
Wrong
Dude.
one.
You got the wrong address.
Neighbors are
Slide
walking
it,
by.
I'll open the garage door. Slide it in there nice and slow underneath a blanket.
Oh my goodness. Poor Amazon people. They have to deal with some shit, don't they? Like
I'm sure they have some war stories.
I follow somebody that's a packer at the Amazon packing plant, and it's fucking hilarious. They don't disclose like who did it, but like they show like some of the products. Mm-hmm. Y'all are some dirty motherfuckers. I thought I was bad, but no.
Are you talking about like the people on there that go boop and then it like shows like the Mid-American Challenge, whatever the fuck it is?
Like where you order it off a Bad Dragon. Yeah, you sick, twisted people.
It's your algorithm that you're.
Hey, I'm fine with it, but I'm just saying, y'all need Jesus. Don't worry, I need him too.
I'm taking you to church with me.
He needs it. You better be careful, because the doors are just slammed shut. Like, he's not welcome here.
Yeah, look at his browser history. Don't do that.
They got a chapel at the fire station, right?
Not ours.
No.
No.
Maybe they need Jesus too.
That's the problem.
Couldn't hurt, right?
We're relatively a small department. Well, not small, but we're a young department. We established in 2005.
Okay.
So we're still growing.
Was there
faster.
not fires before then?
There was, but they were all volunteer departments.
Oh, they volunteered to put the fire?
We're a group of 11 fire departments that made the county.
Okay.
Yep.
I've got a fire station.
You showed up if you wanted to or not.
I've got a fire station like 2 blocks from me. It's actually
I
kind of
got
nice.
2 within 5 miles.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. There's a whole lot of that. Sometimes too much of that.
Yeah, we actually had a call right at my station last night, right around
Like
9:30.
at the station in the
Like at the like right where we call it the pad where it's just the driveway.
Yeah.
But the pad that we pull our trucks out and then go on to whatever call we're going on.
Sure.
Somebody pulled in there and you tell like he was trying to crank his truck and.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
No. No, my county, I wouldn't put it past anybody.
He went to Adam and Eve, is where he went.
Yeah. But his alternator, like, just died on him. So, like, his battery was, like, 10 volts. It was terrible. Like, it kept on dying on him.
Yeah.
So we're, like, on the only hill, because obviously we're swamped down where I'm at. And we had to build the grade up to the station, and we have a little bit of an incline. Well,
sure.
Not really. It's like a 30% incline. It's freaking
It's
steep. It's steep. We put so we couldn't get his car started. We tried to jump it, tried the battery charger, whatever, try to get him enough volts to get home because he lived like right down the road from the station. Me and my partner and this gentleman ended up pushing his truck up the hill, through our station, around into the parking lot last night. So the tow truck could come get it because he can't park on the pad.
Hit that motherfucker. Honk, honk, boof.
Yeah. We can't have anything blocking the truck, so we had to push him out of the way. And let me tell you what, that was functional fitness right there.
I bet.
My legs are hurting today.
Those Nissan Titans are heavy.
It was a Titan.
Oh,
Was it a new Titan too, or an older
yeah,
Titan?
new.
Yeah. Anywho, moving on. I realized how out of shape I am this week, and I know he's listening because he always listens. So, hi, the guy I work with. He already knows. He goes, oh, here he goes again. He's bitching about it. I had to go put fence in by myself on Tuesday, about 90 to 100 foot of fence. It whooped my ass. I can't even walk up and down the steps to get into the studio, going to bed. Mrs. Dale's like, are you coming? I'm like, I'm fucking working on it. And she's fucking 20 weeks pregnant, and she's like, I'm already up the steps. What are you doing? I'm like, I can't do this. And then I go to baseball practice, and like, you're going to do catching. You're going to teach the catchers. I'm like, fuck me.
Am I?
I don't think so, fellas. I'll be third base. I'll be over there if you know.
We're going to learn pitch outs today. So stand up, catch the ball, and throw it back.
Yeah, right. I'm not getting down there and
That's what we're
doing
doing.
legs and fuck that.
Yeah, I have my getting old story. I got my tetanus shot a couple weeks ago, and
that's
it
smart.
causes joint pain. Yeah, I didn't realize how bad my knees were up until I got the tetanus shot.
It wasn't the tetanus shot. You're just fucking getting old.
Dude, I've been rough. rough on my body.
It's just, I walked in and they're like, what is wrong with you? Like, they could see it on my face. I'm like, well, I actually did physical labor this week. I know, shocker to everybody, but it whooped my ass.
Well, speaking about kicking our asses, though, I seen on the thing that you would like to visit, like, Scotland and all that stuff, like some Serenity areas. So what, like, why Scotland and all that? Is it just because, I mean, obviously, other than it's fucking beautiful.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, I've technically been out of the country 3 times, but it was on. I've been on 3 cruises, so technically I've been out of the country 3 times.
Okay.
But where'd you go on the cruises?
The first time was Nassau.
Okay.
And I didn't even get off the ship because it was too goddamn hot.
It's very hot down there.
And I was mad because, they do not like a formal night on the cruise, and when I went to go and pull my formal stuff out, I realized that I didn't have it with me. So, yeah, it was in the back of the car in Port Canaveral.
Yeah, that's not a good place for it.
Not a good place. Not the best place for it when you want to wear it. So, and then the last 2 times we went to Cozumel, which was
very cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
Had a good
I've
time.
been to the United States.
Have you ever been to Miami? That's like going to a foreign country. It really is.
It is.
There's a lot of culture down there. It's like
you've been to the area that I live in. That's a foreign. Just working here is foreign. It's wild, but yeah, it's just some of the places like I would love to go to Ireland or Scotland or anything like that because it's just the natural freaking beauty over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. One of my bucket list places, and there's a whole long story behind it, but it's Finland. I want to go to Finland, and then I want to go to the Faroe Islands. I just, there's something so serene about being on a Nordic island where it just doesn't seem like an island should be, right? And it's not like, you think of an island, you think of, like you said, Cozumel or Isla Mujeres or Hawaii or New Zealand, something that's not mountain, lush green with volcanoes and fjords. There's something about that part of the country or the world, that just amazes me.
Yeah, that for sure. I'd love to see some of the castles and stuff. And
oh yeah,
I'm no good at golf, but so I probably wouldn't even bring golf clubs with me because that's probably a hassle. Bringing those across the pond, but.
Yeah, could you imagine going through TSA, just rattle as you're walking?
No.
Sir, what are you doing with those? I'm playing golf. Thank you.
I'm playing through, if you don't mind.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Hey, can I play through?
Right.
Just tee it up right there at TSA. Tink!
That would not be good.
Hey, Jay, I got a double dog, triple dog dare for you.
I mean, I'll do it.
You probably don't want to tee. You probably don't want to tee it up. You probably want to go with an iron off the surface.
Off the terrazzo.
No, I'm just gonna go straight sandwich.
I mean, take out. So it depends on what part of the airport you're in. If you're in like the food court area, the ceiling might be high enough.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I don't. I'll go straight through the drop ceiling. I don't care. I know how to stop the sprinkler systems from working.
The fire truck's sitting outside. Everybody, it's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. It's okay.
It's fine.
I'm a professional.
I'm gonna start carrying a driver on my fire truck now.
Well, you're waiting for other people to show up, be out there practicing your swing.
Just in case. Bring your
The
putter
house
with
is
you.
on fire. Hang on. I gotta make it to 200 yards.
Right?
Hold up. My golf coach said I had to get 300 swings in a day, and I'm at 150. Hold the fuck on.
That's right.
I'd be so pissed standing there, like, hey, man. You're doing it wrong. You turned your hips. This is what you gotta do. Motherfuckers on fire already.
You're rolling your wrists. Like, what are you doing?
House is on fire. It's fine. It's whatever. It's gonna burn.
It's still gonna be on fire whenever I'm done.
These guys aren't that good.
Don't worry. They're hooking the lines up, and they'll have it out
It's fine.
by the back nine.
You're just facing the house, just hitting golf balls and they're burning
I'm
out.
ventilating.
Right through the windows. Yeah, you're ventilating. There you go.
Listen, when the balls go in the fire, they disintegrate and they start to put the fire out. These are firefighting golf balls.
Some people like to use the what's the tool called? The like the hatchet looking thing. Not hatchet. To
Fire
bust the
axe?
windows.
I was gonna say we have numerous like the Halligan.
Halligan, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Well, some people like to use Halligan. Six
I just
iron.
use golf balls.
He's out there with a ping driver. Ping.
No, I got the 12 gauge. I got the 12 gauge one that it puts in the bag. You put the blank in the bag. Only in Russia.
Take care of it.
Oh God! On tonight's news, local firefighter puts fire out.
See, that'd be pretty cool. Make golf balls out of nitrogen, compressed nitrogen,
Yeah.
because nitrogen kills all the oxygen.
Yeah. See, look, now we're on to something.
See, all three of us are gonna patent it. We're gonna be millionaires.
We're gonna have grocery cart getter simulator and firefighting golf balls.
And then I can get that flight sim rig in my living room.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, obviously, like other than like top sport, like hockey is like normally your go-to. Like
Yeah, and now that what's it called is on Xbox, the show.
okay,
I love the show. I suck at it.
I do
But
too.
I love the show.
why don't you play Gabs?
No. Last time I played Gabs, it's just no. He hasn't. He no.
I think I downloaded it. I have it still downloaded, and I played with Gabs once, and I don't think I've ever played it again.
You want to get your ass kicked? Play with Gabs. He's a hustler.
I stick to franchise, and I bump all my players' ratings up to 99.
There you go, and just crush it.
Yeah, and then I also do what's the game mode? The Road to the Show.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I got drafted by the White Sox, and they're terrible.
Nobody likes the White Sox.
It's last year's version. Yeah, they're kind of bad this year. They're
So
not much better.
who's your team for hockey?
This is just completely random, probably to you guys, but the Detroit Red Wings.
Okay.
Okay.
What about
I like
baseball?
I started
watch
watching hockey
Bruins.
when in the mid '90s, and I just picked a team, and I was like, "That's the one." So
Okay.
stuck with them. I've seen them play 4 times, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I more watch the Bruins.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not like I'm not like the diehard like, oh, you're a Red Wing fan or anything like that. It's just like,
Right.
okay, cool. Like, you like who you like. I like. It's just I like the Bruins just because one of my close buddies he got me into hockey, and that was his team, and they're actually pretty good. But also, I've watched a lot of the Red Wings, and they're pretty good too. So like they have their both pretty good teams.
Yep. I'm actually at a Discord that's a bunch of Red Wings fans. So
Okay.
I know nothing about hockey. It's a puck, a stick, and it's cold as shit. That's all I know. And it's got to go in the net. That's it.
you got to go to a game. If there's minor league hockey near you, you got to go. Just go and watch. You'll be hooked.
That's what my
Watch
wife
it.
says.
Watch it in person. Yeah.
There
Especially-
is. and-
Especially if
it's
it's
crazy
like,
watching the college kids.
especially if it's like East Coast Hockey League, like like minor league hockey.
They're out there duking it
Oh,
up.
there's so many fights. We had a minor league team in Tallahassee for like 6-7 years, and it was just fights. It was awesome. It was fun to watch.
Oh
Yeah, we have one. What the hell is their name? Like the Cleveland Monsters or something. And it's just.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool.
That's,
I
it's
don't know,
American League.
It
That's
just,
one step below the NHL. So yeah. That's
is it
actually-
really?
Yeah.
They're pretty fun. I went to a Monster game.
oh, are they?
They're fun.
I've never been.
They used to be the Lake Erie Monsters.
Yeah, the Lake Erie Monsters. And then after that, I went to a Penguins game.
Okay. I saw the Penguins play in Tampa
Okay.
because I lost a bet on the Stanley Cup Final in 2009. I had to go. My buddy was a Penguins fan, so I had to go wear his. We went the following season. I had to wear his Penguins Stanley Cup champion jersey to a Lightning game in Tampa. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's me. All of my sports teams are Pittsburgh. Like I'm a Pirates fan. I'm a Steelers fan.
Okay.
I'll root for the Pens just because
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh. But I will say I was torn the other day when the Guardians and the Pirates were playing. And I'm like, go Guards! What the fuck are you doing, Pirates? Like, get it together. You're getting your ass handed to you.
Speaking of the Guardians, what do you think of their logo? Does that not look like minor league hockey logo to you?
Who is the Guardians now?
Cleveland. They used to be Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, they changed to the Guardians.
Oh yeah, I forgot. PG, whatever. Yeah. Well, moving on.
Yeah, I don't know. We're blessed to do work at the Progressive Stadium for the company I work for, and I'm torn. I really am. I miss Chief Wahoo. I still have stuff like right here sitting on my shelf. There you go. Don't cancel me.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Chill out.
That's awesome.
But I don't know. It's kind of cool a little bit to see it change and be updated, because this is one thing about Cleveland. It's so dated downtown. It's like, so seeing new things come, it's like, okay, cool.
That's a cool stadium too.
It is. And there's when you come across the bridge, it's called the Guardians because the pillars on the bridge they have their old cast stone, and they have the Guardians chiseled into it. So the logo that you see is actually the Guardians from the bridge that leads to the stadium. It's kind of a cool concept.
See, I didn't know that's where the name came from. I thought it was just, let's have a and see what the name is that we come up with. And
yeah, no, it's from the main bridge that comes from Ohio City across. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, I learned something today.
Yeah,
thanks a lot.
You're welcome. The more you know.
That's right. Little stars across the screen.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it doesn't hurt me. But I'm sure there's other people that we're friends with. I'm sure like Tipsy probably be like, that's stupid. It's an absolute stupid thing, but it is what it is.
Hey, my baseball team's the Atlanta Braves, and I don't think they're going to be changing that anytime soon.
No.
And then my college sports rooting team is Florida State, so they're the Seminoles, and they're definitely not changing because
right.
They've basically got the stamp of approval from the Seminole tribe of Florida. So that's
It's just like some of the natives with like the Indians and stuff like that. They're like, "Why are you taking more stuff from us?"
Right.
Like
nobody consulted us. We were fine. Like,
first y'all take our lands, now you're taking our team.
The Washington Redskins. It's the same deal.
Right.
And there's a high school in Tallahassee that was the Redskins for as long as I can remember, and they've been the Raiders for like 20 years, I think.
Yeah, don't cancel me, YouTube. But the middle school I went to was Blackhawk Elementary School, and in Pennsylvania. And the high school team, they ended up being like the Chippewa Indians, and then like our whole thing was nothing but Native American. Like it was a chief with the chief's headdress, and that was the staple. And like you knew, like back then, they were a team to mess with down around that county.
Right,
like, that was like a D1 team. Like,
and to me, as long as if you have a mascot, as long as they're not disrespecting what they're doing, like we talked about earlier, not out at the 50-yard line gyrating and
doing
dry humping the tuba player or something. It's
listen,
like,
she needs love too.
Cares?
Okay,
I was gonna say that's off field.
I mean, what they do off the field is their own business, right? Behind.
Right.
Well, then if people are gonna do that now, I'm kind of gonna be upset with my old mascot, the Viking. Mm-hmm. My long lineage is Viking, so stop it.
Right. Stop. Can't cancel the Vikings. Minnesota, we're coming for you.
Right. Start writing strongly worded letters.
Mm-hmm. Strongly worded emails.
You're right. Right. I don't know. It's. I mean, I never really understood it because, like, everybody else is upset about it, and it. I made the joke of, well, nobody consulted them, but the question is, did anybody really ask? As long as like it's not being disrespectful to their culture or anything, it's like, well, leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
If they're not upset by it, there's always going to be probably a handful of people inside that community that may be upset by it. And I mean, I understand it. but
because you got to look at it like the sports way.
right.
Like they represented that team for so long. Like the people that play on the Cleveland Indians, that's what they're always going to be known as.
Right.
Represented. They started their career in the major leagues with that team, and they represented and everything like that. And now you just took all that pride and all that crap away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ricky Vaughn is probably sitting in a corner somewhere, really pissed.
right. Right. And there's a really large steel company in town that does a lot of work across Northeast Ohio, and I respect them because their logo is a red-skinned Indian. I'm going to say it because this is how they explained it to me. And Chet told me, he goes, I will never change it because that is my heritage. He goes, if you don't appreciate it, don't work here.
Right. There you
He
go.
goes, that is my heritage and I'm going to represent it. So I have a sticker on my hard hat of his logo, and I've had people come to me and go, that's disrespectful. I'm like, he's over there. Go talk to him. He'd love to have the conversation because if you ever met an iron worker, they like to talk with their fist.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they do.
Equal
You know,
less than rights.
Yep.
Right.
They're rated E for everybody.
It all depends. And that's like, I don't know. You got to ask people. Don't assume. Don't make assumptions.
Right.
Yeah. So hockey. So you got hockey. Any other like really big sports that like you would actually go out of your way to like watch? Like you actually sit down and you set aside time.
I mean, if I could get to a baseball game, I would. College football is obviously huge in the South. You would probably be able to co-sign on. It's a huge in Ohio too. I guess they just won a little national championship last year. But no, I've been going to football games for as long as I can remember. And I've got 4 kids, and I've got one left in high school now, and she's finishing up her freshman year of high school. So high school. There's one high school in my county, and so high school football is big here.
Oh, Friday nights is big for you
Yeah.
guys.
I haven't been in a couple seasons just because.
Sure.
It is. They haven't been really good either. It's but a few years back we were a point away, 2 points away from going to a state title.
Oh, wow.
5-6 years ago, I guess. It was my oldest daughter. It was her sophomore year, I want to say. It was a whole thing. We had to go. We were undefeated, but we had to go down to Orlando to play a team, and I think the referees were kind of on the take. Yeah, it was bad.
Brown envelope.
Oh,
influence.
there was a lot of home cooking in that game, and yeah, that was very frustrating.
That's a shame because like that's whenever the kids are still like playing with heart in high school and college.
Yeah, and being a small county, less than 50,000 people, one high school, and you kind of get to know some of the kids. So if you went to our church and everything, and just you want to console them, but you don't know what to say. Like, yeah, you really did score a touchdown there. Like, I fucking know.
You and I are on the same page, buddy. But
Yeah, and there was that situation twice in that game where they got over the goal line and didn't count somehow.
So
can't see it through the green.
You said you had 4 kids, all girls?
2 boys, 2 girls.
Okay.
Oldest
Oldest is a daughter.
Oldest and youngest are girls. The 2 in the middle are boys.
Okay.
So,
Those poor sisters. Those poor sisters.
Very much so. 14, 20, 21, and 22. So.
Okay.
Wow.
So, but the older 2 have birthdays this summer, so they'll be 23 and 22.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Some days.
Right.
Except when I pick up the phone and can you send me $10?
Yeah. I haven't made it that far yet. I'm waiting for that.
It's coming. Don't worry.
Yeah.
By the time your kids are that age, they'll be able to just like go.
Yeah. Give me money.
And then all of a sudden they've got money in their wallet.
Yeah. Well, my one son thinks he could do that. We went to the store earlier today, and he's like, we had to get a present because he's going to a birthday party tomorrow. So we're picking out a present for the party, and we got some Minecraft Legos, because that's the rage with 9-year-olds right now, and some Pokemon cards. And then we're walking through, and he goes, well, look at this, and look at this, and I really like this, and I'm like, no, put that shit back.
Good for you.
Yeah, right. I think that's cool too, but we're here for this guy, and we're going to buy this right here, and we're moving on.
That's right. They always want.
My one son, he'll come home and he'll show me if he gets 3 tests in a row, little incentive is then you get extra money towards your allowance if you get 3 tests in a row that are all 100%. So as soon as he gets home, it's like ripping the bag apart, and there's just shit everywhere. He goes, look! And I'm like, fuck!
Why you gotta be so smart?
Right.
Why can't you be a dumbass?
Right, why can't
My
you
pocketbook said, stop it!
Why can't you be dumb like me? You'll get there one day, son.
Don't worry.
Be dumb like your Uncle AJ.
I'm going to go hang out with him for the summer. You'll come back and you'll save me hundreds of bucks on my car insurance.
Right. Maybe.
Go learn how to run into burning buildings for a living.
The thing is, he probably would do that.
He'd probably have a blast.
Oh, he'd be like, watch this.
And that's why me and your son get along.
And he'd also tell you, your golf swing sucks. Listen, Uncle AJ, this is what you're supposed to do.
Oh, going back to the Friday night thing, man. You remember how big Friday nights were at home?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They were...
Until we had to stop going.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go there. But
Was there a court order that dictated that?
No,
basically?
no. It was more of a mutual agreement that we just had to stop going because it was either going to end us ending up in court because that's where the problems got handled.
Because you knew everybody was going to be there. You couldn't hide from us.
Yeah. So that's where the problems got solved in high school.
To all the young folks listening, these
Don't
are
do
just
what we do.
tales.
That's
Tales to be told on the podcast. Allegedly.
Correct.
These
Yeah. Statute of limitations over with those, all right?
Depends.
Whoops.
Kidding.
100%. This is a make-believe podcast.
You're right. None of this is real. We're all fake. We're all AI.
We're not even
This
really
is a
here.
fever dream. We actually don't even know Noel Dad, at all. He's just here.
I just showed up out of the blue.
We put a bunch of zeros and ones in a computer, and he popped up.
So if you going back to traveling, you mentioned being able to experience cruises, things like that. If you had to pick, I know you provided us a whole list of places, right? If you had one bucket list item or one bucket list place, what would it be?
Oh man. Maybe
I'm gonna one up all exclusive paid. You don't pay a dime out of your own
Money's
pocket.
not a thing.
This is hey, this is a blank check. Go wherever you want. Do whatever you want.
Damn. I don't know. Maybe Australia.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to go fight a kangaroo? What do you...
Put up your nukes. Yeah, I heard you guys talking about that, fighting kangaroos.
Yeah.
Was that last episode or one before that?
Yeah.
It
was the last one because you guys were talking about the ducks and the horse. A duck-sized kangaroo.
Oh,
a duck-sized kangaroo or a kangaroo-sized duck.
Oh, a duck-sized kangaroo or kangaroo-sized duck.
They're both getting a 9 mil.
Because a duck-sized kangaroo will punch the shit out of your shins.
You're right. Be stabbing you with a fucking Billy knife.
Hey, I got some feral nieces and a very feral nephew right now, so I think I'd take the duck-sized kangaroo at that point.
It's pretty much the same thing, or like a chihuahua or something.
So, God, I don't even know, where and what. I would run like a crying little bitch if I saw a kangaroo the size of a duck. that's like ripped and up there standing up there trying to box you.
I'd honestly ask what they put in these pouches because I'd be on LSD or something.
Losing my mind.
Tripping balls.
Where am I?
Little swirls in your eyes.
No, but the thing is, with Australia, though, they don't have, like, spiders. They have Yorkie-sized spiders.
Oh. I'm staying in the city in where it's safe. Don't ever you guys ever heard of like a guy named Mr. Ballin?
Mm-mm.
He tells like stories of people that do shit they shouldn't be doing, and then sometimes pay the ultimate price for it. So he told one story about a place in Australia called the North End or the Top End.
Okay.
So go on YouTube and watch and type in Mr. Ballin. Sometimes it's like 3 stories at a time, but this one may be its own episode.
Sure.
So, Mr. Ballin, the Top End. You'll get hooked on his videos, too. He's a great storyteller.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah.
I watch The Boys, brought together, like, with, like, your narrator, like, Mully, Juicy, the guys that, like, I don't know, they have a whole bunch of content. They do a lot of VR and all that stuff. And, Mully and Josh Dubs, they're from Australia, and they go around doing like ghost hunting and all that stuff. And they did one in somewhere on one of the islands in Australia, and it used to be like a prisoner island.
Ooh.
Well, wasn't the whole island a prisoner island at one point?
At one point, yeah, but
okay. just making sure I'm on the same page.
But no, like, there's like a little off island, and like that's all like it was all decrepit and like. It used to be like the prison back then.
Yeah, that would be clue number 1 for me to stay the hell away.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's bad whenever all the locals are like, "No, don't go over there."
Yeah,
like,
if the locals say don't go
shit.
there, then don't go there. Don't go there. We had a children's psych hospital in Tallahassee that was abandoned. Yeah, there and people used to go in there and yeah. People
Next
used
on
to
Between the Mics podcast, we take Dado to the abandoned.
Well, it's not there anymore. They knocked it down, and on that property, they built an apartment complex. I don't even like driving by there.
That seems like a place I need to rent.
I can get you the address if you want.
Dude,
I'm not visiting. Nope. You could come here. I'm not going there.
Yeah, so like there's an actual African village near where we're at, like, and some of their grave sites and everything like that. Like we go on calls and stuff like that, dude. It is weird.
You got to bring a buddy.
Buddy system with a line.
And dude, there's some weird shit like right around where I'm at, like, cause like the battle. I'm just gonna put it out here. I own guns. It's fine. Battle of Gopher Hill.
Okay.
Happened where I'm at, and they filmed like Forrest Gump and everything, like right down the road from where I'm at.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, Savannah.
Close to it.
Yeah, it was a lot of that was filmed in Savannah, I think.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to give you the name of the town that I'm in. But,
right.
This is my address. 49. No.
But probably the north end of my district is where like the rainforest scene where he was pulling Bubba out of Vietnam. That's basically where it got shot. It's actually pretty cool. But the haunted stuff, like from Gopher Hill, like they actually have like some of the old grave sites and everything, and like field hospitals and some of the plantations. It is crazy.
I bet.
I love that haunted stuff, man.
Nope.
Right, that's what my TV's playing out in the living room right now.
Haunted stuff. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Ghost
what
hunters?
it's called.
You ever watched?
What's that?
That's what I watched when we were on our cruise last summer. Was like it's the only channel that I could tune into that didn't have stupid shit on it. Was like the Ghost Hunter channels.
And of course, they're always the free channels too.
I'm not.
I
paying for
hate
that.
the scary shit. Always, I'm like, boop. I'm like, oh, what is this? Okay, moving on.
Today, it was like one where they went into like I don't remember where they were. They were in like an old like war bunker of some kind, and
Was it? It was probably Ghost Adventures. They were doing
maybe
the Civil War up in Gettysburg. They did like the old war bunker up in Gettysburg, and like they actually caught an apparition.
I don't think it was in Gettysburg. I don't remember where it was. I'd have to think back.
The one in Gettysburg, they actually caught a apparition of a woman in a white dress on top of the bunker. And I was like, oh my god! Like they couldn't remake it. They couldn't.
You would see nothing but asses and elbows from me.
I'd be in the truck. I'd be like, I'm like the Amish driver. I'll wait right here if you need me.
I would be like, I'm gonna go poke it with a stick.
Yeah, you're an idiot. There's times where I just
Steve
go on,
Irwin,
AJ.
I'm gonna touch it.
Yep, I'm gonna touch it. That was my favorite thing. Like some of the ghost stories I could tell, it's wicked.
Yeah, I hear ghost hunting in Savannah is really good. Oh, why is my camera out of focus? I look like I'm fucking blurry.
It's the website we use. You guys go in and out. Just real quick podcast break right there to just explain some of the.
I don't look any better blurry.
Yeah, so occasionally like I'll go blurry, and then Mikey will go blurry, then you'll go blurry. It's just like kind of what we do.
Yeah, and then it renders in the back, and it'll pick everybody up. It's pretty cool. It's cool software. If you're looking to get into podcast, Riverside.fm's a place to check out. It's very cool.
Yeah, but it might look blurry on our end, but it will actually come out like looking how it's been looking on YouTube.
You'll be crispy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So do you think that on that island in Australia where, the prison island was, that there's kangaroos the size of ducks riding on these big-ass spiders?
Would be...
Wouldn't surprise me.
It'd be like the one place you find it.
I can't say I would be shocked by that at all.
Have you seen some of the spiders down there?
I'm going to Google them. Yes.
I've seen them.
Your kids could ride them.
That's what I'm saying. Just out there learning how to lasso a spider.
They could stay on the internet. That's cool.
That's
Forever.
I don't deal with dope ropes or spiders.
I'm half a world away, and that is probably still too close.
They can get on a plane, damn it. You hear me?
That's right. Snakes on a plane. Shit. It's Australian spiders.
Look, there's another idea. Some spiders on a plane.
See, I don't mess with bees. Like wasps.
Well, yeah, they fucking hurt.
I'm cool with spiders, all that stuff. Ticks and bees.
I can't do spiders. I can't do snakes. Nope.
Now, we had a snake at the station. I just picked it up right behind the head and chucked it back into the swamp.
I was going to say, does your captain appreciate you touching? Never mind.
Touching myself? No.
Keep it in your room.
That's why there's a lock on the door.
You should have knocked.
That's right.
There's a sock on the door. Leave it alone.
There's only two of us here.
Shh. One's in the cuck chair. And this is where it gets derailed.
We always get to this point where we're just like,
The goddamn plane just crashed into the mountain.
And I'm at the stick.
Yeah, he's sleeping, and we're in the back.
You fell asleep.
Yep.
Chasing spiders off the fucking plane. Well, I mean, we are coming around third, to use a baseball analogy, coming towards home. The one question that
nerd.
shut up. You gotta fucking ruin everything, don't you? Jeez, look, now it's a fucking train wreck because you just derailed me as I was segueing into.
Get to it, Junior.
Your show, go for it, buddy.
I don't even know what we were trying to do.
All you know is you were gonna fuck me up. That was it.
That was my plan.
Mission accomplished.
That's what it was an hour ago when he started talking. He goes, I'm gonna. Anyways, as we come around third, heading towards home, asshole, there's always one question that we ask our guests. If there's one thing that you could tell your younger self today, what would it be?
Definitely because I experienced this. Manage your money better.
Okay.
Definitely, because when I retired from Publix in 2007, they sent me a large check with a lot of money.
Sure.
Well, the check was a normal size, but the
I was gonna say large.
the dollar amount on it was rather large. Well, to me, when I was 30 years old, but I did not properly manage that, and that was dumb. Even at 30, that was dumb.
Sure, it's a fair thing. I feel like I can relate to that. In my 20s, I was not financially responsible, and coming into my 30s, it's like it's a whole new life when you're able to be comfortable in what you're doing, right? So I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm finally getting the grasp of financial stability.
He's growing up, is what he
It's
said.
not. It's no more. Ooh, look at that gun! I could afford that. Well, it looks like I'm not eating for a week.
Cat food.
Yeah.
Can
Just
catch
gonna
up
go
to you
out in
quick.
the grass.
Not even fancy feast either. It's like the dry, crunchy stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Meow Mix. The cheap stuff for 80 pounds.
$7.
Yep.
No, that's a fair point. That is something to, financial responsibility is a thing that most people don't think about, right? They want to chase success, and sure, when you define success for yourself, it all depends. It's different for everybody. I never pigeonhole success because my success is different than yours, and then even AJ's and all that. So is financial responsibility. But there's a point in your life where you get to that it makes you feel good, right? When you and you look back at those times, like you even mentioned, you're like, well, that wasn't smart. I shouldn't have done that.
No, it wasn't. But one of my kids is learning that now. Like my older son, he had a good job, and whenever he got paid, that money was burning a hole in his pocket.
Sure.
Like spending his money on stupid shit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think you got to go through that to understand. There's a saying that I've heard is that you got to have money, or what is it? You got to have money to know how to keep money, or spend money to know how to have money, or whatever the saying is. You have to go through that time of your life of, oh shit, that decision really affected me 2 weeks later.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You'll never learn it. As a dad, you could say it to your son and be like, don't do that. And they'd be like, yeah, swipe. And then 2 weeks later he goes, oh, maybe I should have not done that, right? It hurts, but that's the only way to do it.
That's a real thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know I had a great time. Thank you for spending an hour with us and
Sure.
sharing your thoughts on all of our craziness and a little bit behind the scenes of who you are. If you haven't, make sure that you go over to YouTube and Twitch and check out NoelDad77. His link will be in the description below. Give him a follow. Give him a like. Check out a stream when he's there. I know that. Are you still doing GTA roleplay?
Yeah. I was on there last Friday. I streamed different stuff too. Like I was streaming American Truck Sim this afternoon, and we didn't even get into like Schedule 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys were talking about that.
You're streaming Schedule 1 now, huh?
Yeah, I did. Like the last time I did, I think I streamed for like 6.5 hours. It was nuts.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Because that's a game that I can play for like an hour, or I'm gonna end up playing for like 7 or 8 hours.
Sure. Sure.
And end up going to bed at like midnight. Because you look up and I started playing this like 10 minutes ago. Why is it midnight?
and you became the best drug dealer that there is in that 7
Hey,
hours.
I've moved. Well, I shouldn't repeat what the names of my strains of weed and meth and now cocaine are, but this is just a game. This is not real life. I'm not. I'm not really doing this.
Yeah, right. Disclaimer.
Yes,
Disclaimer.
I would be the worst drug salesman ever.
Yeah, because you just said drug salesman.
Right. I would have pocket protector, bow tie. I got
buy some meth kits.
Would you like to buy some cannabis, sir?
Pulling out business cards. Here
Right.
you
What's
go.
it gonna take to get you into this dime bag today?
This is all fictional.
Right.
Right.
Allegedly. Right.
I could text you guys. I could put it in
Yeah.
I'll send it to you, Dado, in the DM. What the names of my strains are, and AJ, I'm sure you'll get a kick out of it because it's funny.
Well, if you haven't, like I said, go check him out on Twitch.
You
and
better
YouTube.
follow him.
Do it. You're
Fuckers.
getting threatened by Flinty here. Watch out. But thank you. I truly appreciate you coming on. I know AJ feels
Thanks for
the
having
same
me.
way.
Oh yeah, man.
If you haven't, for us, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below. If you want to become a guest on the podcast, go to the website, fill out the become the guest form. We'd love to have you here. Flinty, anything to add, buddy?
Buy our fucking merch.
Buy their merch, everybody.
Get the hat that AJ's wearing right there. You can catch that on the website. There's other awesome, amazing things there. Until next
We
time.
have pillows.
We do have pillows. I know. I need to get some for the studio. Make it really fucking fancy in here. Come at me, Joe Rogan. Y'all have a great night. Love ya. Bye.
See ya.